Welcome back. So I just created infrastructure as usual process. Okay, and this one. So today the change is OpenVPN installation. OpenVPN installation through user data. Okay. So if you just see our Photoshop infra dev. So in VPN folder, I have openvpn.sh. Okay. So I'm running this script. So I'm setting the variables before that. This is called headless installation. Okay, non-interactive, because when we run the script, it is interrupting us and then it is asking our inputs, right? So instead of that, you can set these variables that is generally called as non-interactive or headless installation. Okay, if you set these variables, our script will not disturb us. So this is installing the script and it is storing. So if you can see, it is storing here cd root. Just go to the root folder. Here it is storing one OVPN file, OpenVPN file. Okay, can just cat this and create this one. So whenever you create the infrastructure of VPN, it will automatically create. So you can just copy and then keep it in any of the file. I'm just saving this as the file name here. The same name I will keep it. So okay, you can keep it anything. So this is our VPN. Now open VPN, add a profile, upload file. So this is our VPN. Connect. Okay, now we are at this IP address. We are inside AWS. Let's test the connectivity. So we have MongoDB. We should be able to log in with private IP address. DevOps 3.2. DevOps 3.2. Just checking. It's running. Okay, so this is fine. So our infrastructure is ready. And let us open our Jenkins. '8080. Admin 123. The Nexus also started. Agent also started. I'll just run our catalog CI. This is the upstream job that should call downstream job successfully. Okay, so this is good. Yesterday we have done till here. So now our responsibility is install catalog components. inside EC2 instance through Ansible. Okay. This is our responsibility now. So we should have our, generally earlier we were using user data, but now we are not using user data because we should not use user data, because if the script fails, Terraform will continue. That is the disadvantage as part of Terraform. Okay. If we have dependency on other resources, if just because of user data, Terraform will go ahead and proceed, then we will not get best results. So for that purpose, we have remote provisioner. Okay. So now what we have to do is, once instance created, call remote provisioner, and then what to do? Copy the catalog script into EC2 and run it. Okay. So that is what our responsibility now. So what we have to do for that, I'm just creating in catalog deploy Terraform main. Here I'm creating catalog.sh. Okay. And yesterday we discussed Ansible needs the version of the artifact as input. Okay. So keep this in mind. Now we need to create remote provisioner. Terraform remote provisioner. Okay, so if you call remote provisioner here, so inside the resource AWS instance, you can do it. But so what we have, we already created instance. Now we want to have remote provisioner for already created instance. There is something called null resource. Provisioners without resource. Here we have Terraform null resource actually. Terraform null resource, what it will do is, if the instance is already created, then you can use null resource. If the instance is not created, then you can have the provisioner like this with the resource block. Okay. But here our instance is created through module. Okay, you can see this instance is created here already, and now they want to connect to the instance through the remote exec. So in this case, we will go for null resource. So you can see takes no further action. It means we are not creating any Terraform resource. We are just connecting to the existing resource. And if you see, there is a trigger option. So this will allow. So what I need is, when the instance is changed, what does it mean actually? It is the meaning of new EC2 instance created. Okay. So that's what it means. So what this trigger says, you can have trigger. Trigger is just activated when instance change, so that you can run provisioner. The instance is not changed. You no need to run. Okay. So for that purpose, first we need to copy the file. So to copy, right? So this Terraform is running in agent. Terraform is running inside agent. Okay. You need connection to catalog EC2. So should catalog EC2 allow agent or not? Because where is our Terraform running? Terraform is running inside agent, right? Please type in the chat. Should catalog allow agent to connect on port number 22 or not? So obviously, yes. Otherwise, the agent will not connect. So now here, let us see the catalog security group. Catalog security group is allowing from VPN port number 22. Is it allowing agent? It's not allowing agent now. Here, if you can see, it is allowing catalog is allowing traffic on port number 22 from the instances connected to RoboShop VPN Dev security. It's not allowing here. It is allowing only RoboShop. So just see here. So this is allowing port number 22 from RoboShop VPN Dev. Okay. So whatever instance is connected with this security group, then it is allowing traffic. So now what I do here is inside VPC of our inside agent. So security group. Here we have EC2 instance, right? So let's go to the EC2 instance. To the agent, what I do here is actions, security, change security groups. I will allow VPN dev. Okay. Add security. So I'm adding the VPN dev security group to the agent. One more security group. Okay, now this agent have two security groups. One is allow all and the other one is VPN dev. Now catalog will allow. That's the simple catch here. Okay. So add VPN security group to agent. Okay. So now my local laptop. Just catalog allow my local laptop. Can someone please answer? Catalog will allow my laptop or not? Yes, because I connected to VPN, right? So I connected to VPN, obviously. So the traffic will go from my laptop to VPN to catalog, right? So obviously my laptop is allowed. So it's going to the through the forward proxy, that is VPN here. Okay. So now what I do for a simple testing purpose, I will run from here. Okay. For instance. So now here I need to install server MongoDB. I need to install this one. This is the script generally, right? I'm just copying this and inside catalog deploy. This is the one. Okay. Installing Python, installing Ansible, and here the component is catalog and main.yaml, right? So now what this one will do? So this will install Python, this will install Ansible protocol, and it is pulling the Ansible RoboShop rules and it is running this. Okay. Now I need to copy this script first to the server, the remote provision. So what is that one here? The syntax here is this is the syntax. Null resource. You will add a trigger and you will add connection. Okay. And you will add provisions. Okay. That's it. So now there is another thing. From null resource, copy file. Okay. So you can see now once again the steps are trigger null resource, copy the catalog.sh into catalog EC2. So before that, you need to connect to catalog EC2 and then copy the catalog.sh and run it. Okay, so these are the 4 steps. First, let me copy this one. Okay. So trigger is just have anything instance underscore ID, instance ID equal to module dot catalog instance dot ID. Okay, so changes to the instance ID triggers this. Okay, or reprovision, whatever. So this is the trigger, and then connection. Connection, we know this already. So last time we tried it inside CI/CD Terraform. Where is this? Terraform provisioners, and here there is a connection. Okay. So is our catalog have public IP? Please answer in the chat. So is our catalog instance have public IP or private IP? So it is obviously private IP, right? So I'm just giving private IP. Okay, and then I need to copy the file. So the copying the file is again the same provisioner, but the syntax is this one. Copy the file. What is the source? The source is here, catalog.sh. And then I'm copying inside the temp folder. Copy the file. And now here we need to execute. Once the copying the file is done, we need to execute. Okay. So here we need to write our commands. So first, give the execute permission. And you can run this. Sudo sh. Okay. So now what will happen? Connection will be established. Provisioner will be copied. And this remote provisioner will run. So first it will give the execute permission. And then it will run the script. Okay. So, but what we need here is we need to give package version. That's what we mentioned, right? Ansible needs the version of the artifact as input. Okay. So I need to pass artifact version to the script. Okay. So how can I pass? So here I can pass, right? Dollar some version. Now I'm creating one variable app underscore version. Okay. And this one, Jenkins file. What it will do is this Jenkins file. It will do, we have the access to the version here. Okay. So this Terraform will send the version. Now you can just search Terraform command line variables. So if you have variable declared like this, you can send the value from the command line. That is using -var. Okay, with -var command line, var equal to variable name and value. So now what I do here is -var. So what is the variable name? App version. Okay, so this app version, we can send it through the command line, right? So inside Jenkins here, -var app version equal to this one. Okay, so now what is happening? Terraform is sending the variable app version. So you are receiving it here inside variables. Now what I do here, I will send this to the shell script. $app, sorry, here, $app underscore version. Okay. This is how we can pass, or okay, not here actually, this is in the script. This is Terraform variable. Is var dot app underscore version. Okay. So while calling the script, I am passing application version. If you are passing application version, you need to receive it. So I'm just creating one variable. Same here, app underscore version equal to $1. Okay, just 1 second. Let me write this. So inside Jenkins file, we have access to app version variable. We are passing it through Terraform variables. Make sure you have app underscore version declared inside Terraform variables.tf. Okay. So pass that variable to the shell script at the time of execution. This shell script should send this variable to Ansible. Okay. So this is how the flow is coming from one place to another place. So you got the version. Now I need to send this to the Ansible. So if someone wants to receive the value, so it should have the variable declaration, right? So why I created variable declaration here? If you want to receive the value, you should have the declaration. Okay. Here, if you want to receive the value, you should have declaration. And Ansible also, if Ansible wants to declare receive the value, it should have the declaration. So now inside roles here, catalog, and so we can have something called vars folder, and inside vars, I'm just keeping main.aml. And so, RoboShop, sorry, Ansible role variables, right? So we have practiced this as well. So inside AML file, you can create the roles. So you can, inside AML file, you can create the variables. That is just colon. Okay, something like this. Now here I'm giving app underscore version. Okay. So empty value, or I can create something. You can see inside vars main.ml. We already practiced this also. So here Ansible. Some role we have that variable. First it will have vars main.ml key value pair with colon. Okay. So what I'm doing here is our catalog vars can just keep something, whatever it is, 1.0.0. Something I'm keeping, but I need to pass this. How can I pass this? That is here. again -e app underscore version equal to dollar app version. Okay. So this is the one. Just understand the variable flow. First, we have it in Jenkins. Okay. And then we are passing it through the Terraform variables. If someone is receiving the value, it should have it declared. And then we are passing it to the shell script, and we are passing it to the Ansible. So Ansible also should have that variable declaration at any place. Okay, you can have it inside playbook, you can have it inside task level, you can have it inside roles variables, wherever. Okay, at some point you should have the declaration. So keep this in mind. So we have long flow. Okay, so now we will just print it and then see at every place whether we are getting the variable or not. Okay, inside here, I will just value equal to var.app version. Okay, I'm printing here inside Terraform. I'm printing inside script. App version dollar version. Okay, I'll print inside Ansible also. So here, I'll just write a task. Print app version. Okay, debug message app version is app underscore version. Okay, that's it. So now we need to check this. So to check this, I need to run this. Okay, how can I run? Can run from my local laptop, because running from Jenkins, it will take some time. We will run it finally. CD slash catalog deploy. Okay. And then here, just giving some default. So this is just to test variable is flowing from Terraform to Ansible. Terraform to shell and then to Ansible. Okay, I'm just giving something 100.100.100. Some different thing. So now cd Terraform plan Terraform init doing Terraform, you need to make sure you have it ignored. Okay, init is done. Now let us go for Terraform plan. Mm, This object has no argument. Private IP is not having private IP. Okay, because I did some mistake here. So I'm not inside this one. If I'm here, I can give self dot because it's a null resource, module dot catalog instance dot private IP. So this is the one. The null resource is, you will get this question also. What is null resource inside Terraform? So null resource does not mean any resource creation. If you want to have some connections between remote exec or local exec, you can have null resource. Okay. So now let us apply auto approve. Terraform has access, obviously, and then it is creating the instance. You can see the instance will be created. Catalog dev AMI. Provisioning with file. It is trying to copy. Okay, this T3.medium. We don't need T3.medium, but let me change later. So T3.medium connection will take some time. Okay, connection. Connecting to the remote host connected. You can see here there is no version printing inside shell script. We did some mistake here. $1 app version should print. I gave the wrong variable. Sorry. It should be like this. So obviously it will not print, but Ansible it is going. Okay, Python is getting installed and it is installing the photo and photo 4. So the difference between user data and remote exec is, so you should have this understanding if you're facing this interview question. User data runs inside AWS EC2. Okay. Terraform have no responsibility here. But remote exec will run from my laptop to the EC2 server. So Terraform has responsibility. So that's what it is saying for every line. It is saying null resource dot this one. Okay, so version is passed to the Ansible playbook. You can see this. You can see version is passed. Oh, I didn't change it. I didn't push it. So this one, RoboShop Ansible roles. I didn't push that. So now what should I do? What is this? Terminal. Git bash. CD Ansible RoboShop roles. TF. Git add. Added. App version. Okay, but you can see this one is running Ansible. Okay, it was an error because I have added loading schema that already I was doing it from the MongoDB. So I don't need here. Ansible Robot Shop, roles, catalog, tasks. Here I have something that is load schema. I don't need this. We are doing this as part of MongoDB itself. Okay. So that's it. Now, anyhow, it is proved Ansible is passing that. Now, this is the next thing. Now, Ansible should download the package from Nexus. So this is the main task, right? So Ansible should download it from the Nexus generally. So it should be dynamic. So that's why Ansible should download it. So for that purpose, we have something called Ansible module generally. That module Ansible to download package from Nexus. Get URL. We have this get URL option. You can give the URL of the package and you need to provide the username and password. Username and password. So when we have to download, so we have some task here, right? Inside, where is it? Install Node.js setup application. So we have a task here, app setup. App setup right now, from where is it downloading? It is downloading from S3. Now I need to comment this and then I need to download it from Nexus. Okay, that's it. So we have this one, Ansible get URL. The same thing, Ansible get URL, the same thing, but I'm doing it from this. Download artifact from Nexus. What is the Nexus URL? This is the URL. How can I get it? Go here, open our Nexus. You can open with private IP also. Let us see. 8081. Sign in. Admin 123. So go to our catalog. So let us take 1.3.0 and this is the path. Now if you just copy and hit this URL, you can see your package is getting downloaded. So this is the URL. I need to make it more dynamic. So this is fixed. What is the only changing thing here in this URL? Can someone please type in the chat? What is the dynamic thing here in this URL? Version is the dynamic thing. Remaining things are all static. So what I'm doing here is inside VARs, I'm giving it as Nexus URL. What is the Nexus URL? This one. This is my Nexus URL, and I can keep it till here. This is my Nexus URL, or so this is the package name. This is nothing but component, right? We are only now passing the component. If you see in our catalog.sh, I am passing the component. So we have this already available, and this is not available. This is group ID. I'll just make it group ID here inside Ansible roles catalog vars. So this is group ID com/RoboShop. Okay, this group ID also will never change. And then, so this is artifact ID, nothing but component, and this version and component hyphen this one. So now let me make it dynamic. Okay, so common task app setup to the URL. So this is Nexus URL, right? Nexus URL slash component, right? So I have Nexus URL till here slash component slash group ID. Okay, and then slash again component, and then slash component or artifact ID, it's your wish. You can keep it anything. Slash, you can see version app underscore version. Okay, slash component hyphen app underscore version dot zip. Okay, so this is our dynamic URL. Nexus URL, component, group ID, again component, slash version, slash catalog hyphen version dot zip. Where you want to store this? I want to store this in generally slash app, right? So we are storing it inside app. Download directory is app actually. Just keep it app slash. So I can keep it inside slash app, and then it is the destination. So we keep version. Yeah, the same thing like this. Okay. Dot zip. So I'm getting from here, I'm storing inside slash app slash this zip. So I'm downloading here. So username can just have it Nexus username. And then Nexus password. I don't want to have it. Next is username, that is admin. Next is password, admin 123. Okay. So now this Ansible will connect to this server with this username and password, fetch this and then storing it here. Okay, now extracting it is not in temp folder, extracting it is in this one. So this is the source, right? And then destination, I want to do it inside app one. Okay, that's it. It is downloading, it is extracting. Where is it? It is here. And then it is downloading, it is extracting there itself. Okay, so yeah, that's it. I just replace with a different URL instead of S3. Nothing much, but make sure you have all these variables exist here. Otherwise, your application will not work. Now, let me run this Terraform apply auto approve. Since the instance is already there, it will connect. So it marked this remote exec as failure, right? So obviously it will pick up from there. You can see it is picking up from there. So we got the version. He's saying already installed. It's still it's localhost. It's failing to gather facts. It's still localhost. Gather the facts immediately. Let me took some time. Now you can see application version is there, and yeah, it is downloading because this one is not exist. You can see this one is not exist. So now let us send the variable -var that equal to app underscore version equal to what is our variable? This one, 1.3.0, 1.3.0. Okay. So just Ansible, sorry, Jenkins also will send variable like this, right? So I'm just doing the same thing from here. Okay, I'm sending the actual version now. So the same command, I will configure the inside Jenkins file. So Terraform is able to send the variable to shell, and shell is send the variable to Ansible, and Ansible is getting the file. So now you can see it is pushed. Now right version is passed here. Also taking time of minute. Okay, it is downloaded successfully. Now let us go and then check it. We have already catalog AMI. So just going with sudo su cd app. Just the IP address 11.118. So this is different. This is catalog. Sudo su hyphen clear cd app. Okay, you can see we have all our package.json, server.js, and yeah, other files also. Okay, but very important one is server.js and then package.json node modules. So I want to remove this. So what I will do, you can remove that. So inside roles, catalog, common app setup. Okay, here you can write one more task to remove that. Okay, or else what we can do here is we have the module itself that can directly extract Ansible and archive module. So with this module, you can see it will download and extract directly. So take this as an assignment. So instead of using two modules here, okay, use an archive module, get the content directly from internet, and then extract it so that you will not have this catalog.zip again here. Okay. For now, it's fine. You can keep it. There is no problem. Yeah. So we are successfully able to run. Now let us see the netstat-lmt3 8080 is running. Cat var log messages. Okay, Mongo network error. So why is Mongo network error? That is our catalog.service. So it is connecting to mongodb.joindevops.online, but we changed this. Is mongodb-dev. Okay, MongoDB-dev. So for now, I'm hard coding this. So later I will fetch this from AWS SSM while discussing production deployment. Okay, MongoDB-dev. Yeah. So now just manually I'll change it here for now. etc system d/system / catalog.service. I'm changing this manually. systemctl restart catalog. First reload, then restart. Now check the messages. MongoDB connected, right? So now everything is done. So now what is the next step we have to do? So you configured your yeah. So you ran the playbook successfully. Now I need to take AMI. So take AMI. So what is the process of taking AMI? Stop instance and take AMI. Okay. So now how to stop the instance? So again, Terraform stopping EC2 instance. Generally, there is nothing. Terraform responsibility is to create, not to start and stop. Okay, so but we will use Terraform syntax of what is it? Null resource. Okay, so that we can run some command. That is the advantage of null resource, right? So we have something called EC2 instance stata. Wow. AWS does not currently have operation to determine as much processing user data. Okay. So this is the reason I'm using remote provisioner, right? You can see this, you can read the description. Now we have the resource available to stop. This is very good. I thought it was not there. Okay, shall we take 5 minutes break? Just these are the points. We'll come back at 8:80. Okay. We are back. So let us try this. This is the first time even I'm trying the stopping process. Let's hope for success. This is the instance ID, module.catalog instance.id. So let us run this. Terraform apply. This is working really great. Earlier, I was doing a long workaround, running through the command line, stopping it, waiting for 1 minute. Stopping. It's really nice. Okay, stop. Wow, wow. Why I'm stopping is stop instance to take AMI. Okay, so now I need to take the AMI. AWS AMI Terraform. Mm, mm, mm. Create an AMI that will start a mission. I don't want to start the mission. It's already started. It's already there. So existing instance. AWS AMI from instance. This is the one. Okay. What is the instance ID? The same thing. Yes, catalog AMI. So this is the name. But for naming purpose, I want to follow some standard process because if you are going for weekly deployments, every time you are getting one AMI. So what I want to do is I want AMI name with component and then year, month, date, hour, and minute. Okay, so that you can understand when that deployment was done, when was the AMI taken. So now date in Terraform. So we'll have function date format in Terraform. So there is a format. So the function is like this. Getting date and format in Terraform. Format date. So there is a function called format date. I want the current date. So here they are giving the timestamp and they are getting in this format. If you give like this, then it will print 2nd January 23:12 UTC. I want the current timestamp. Terraform date. There is a function called timestamp. So now I can create something locals dot tf locals and then current time. This is a variable and this is the function format date. So how you want, how the date format you want. So now I want in year, month, date, small m is minutes, capital M is month, hour. Okay, and this is the function. So now I'll get this current time and I will give this as input to this AMI name. That is catalog hyphen local dot current time. Okay, so that you can easily refer when that AMI was created. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So we have the variables. Why can't I use variables? Var dot common tags dot component. Can use variable also. Okay. Yeah, that's it. You can also use variables wherever you have like this. Now let us check whether we are getting AMI or not. It is getting created. This is the old one. You can see I'm getting it created. So usually it takes few minutes, 2 minutes, or 2.5 minutes. So till here, this is the new process. Again, after this, you know the process anyhow. So last time we did it already. So as part of our RoboShop infra standard, here you have seen that the remaining process. So once you have the AMI ready, you will create the target group, you will create the launch template and auto scaling. Everything is same. Okay. So now I'll just copy paste and then I can do that. So do you think we need the instance once the AMI is created? Can someone please answer in the chat? So do you think I need the instance once AMI is created? Yeah, obviously no. Now Terraform delete instance. Terraform delete EC2 instance. Instead of stopped, we can just use terminated. Not Terraform destroy actually. What is the one we have? This log deploy Terraform main AWS instance state Terraform. So this is having any values like stop. Is there any option like destroy? Direct values are stopped and running only. It's not supporting destroy. Then try terminated, but I doubt that will work because this is saying it will not work. So let us just try. Terminated, but you should depends on AWS AMI instance dot catalog AMI. Okay. So it is always depending on this one. So AMI is created. Now let me check this. Catalog instance. Delete. So if that is failure, we should go for AWS command line. running or stopped. So that is not there. So now AWS command line to delete the instance. Okay. Command is simple. AWS terminate instances and you provide the instance ID. Okay. But this one, how can you run that anyhow? So this is the command line option. So for that purpose only, Terraform is giving us null resource. So this is the advantage of null resource. So if I ask in interview, if you want to run some local commands or remote commands, then we can have null resource option in Terraform. Terraform null resource local exec. Okay. So now instead of this one, this is local exec. But local exec is command. What is the command you want to run? So triggers. So triggers is AMI ID. Generally, can give anything AMI ID. Once you get the new AMI ID created, that's what I mean here. Where is the AMI ID? Copy here. Once you got the AMI ID, dot catalog AMI dot ID. So once you get the AMI ID, okay, and I'm calling this instance IDs. So that is module dot catalog instance, this one. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Now let us run this. Delete instance. Oh, catalog AMI, what happened? Is it creating again? The timing is changed. Okay. Generally, at the time of deployment, all the resources will run at a time. So no worries. Now you can see it is executing in my laptop. Okay. Now, if you then just check here, so this is terminated. Okay. So this is the deployment process generally. And remaining process, we are well aware. We already practiced it. We spent more time while doing this one entire week. So now I will do just instead of this one here. Where is this? Instead of this one, I will give our AMID, whatever we created right now. So now you should understand for every deployment, the process is this one, creating the CI. CI is calling the dev deployment, and the dev deployment is creating one instance, configuring Ansible playbooks with the latest version from CI, and stopping it, taking the AMI and deleting the EC2 instance and creating launch, all these things, launch template, target group, auto scaling, listener rules. Okay. The same process for the production deployment also. Fine. So even to reduce the time of deployment, what we can do is, so this one, right? What is this process of so this process of installing Node.js and then installing Node.js you can maintain Node.js AMI separately. Okay, instead of CentOS practice, you can maintain Node.js so that you can save this time. And yeah, that's it. You can save. Just, you can save this time also. Create the user already. Create the directory already, and then so this one we can have it. And so this one, creating this systemctl service also you can do it. So only thing is, so at the time of deployment, you can just download the artifact and start the server. That's all you can do, just to save some time, because we are spending some time here installing Node.js components. So you can save that time. So you have to manage again catalog AMI separately. Instead of I'm taking what here, I'm taking CentOS 8. Instead of that, you take the catalog Node.js AMI and configure it on top of that to save some deployment time. So that's all you can do it that. So you can stop till here today. Okay. So just understand we haven't done anything new. So we know all these things, but we made it a standard process. So whether you do it practically successfully or not when you are practicing it, but explaining this confidently is important. So in interview, you cannot, obviously they cannot ask you to show this, just show the screen and set up this process. They cannot do obviously, okay? Because it's not possible to do it instantly at the time of interview. But how can you make the difference is how you explain this process. That makes difference. Okay. So yeah, let us have few questions. Santosh Shawla.
Yeah, Shiva. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Shiva. Right now you have to executed remote execution and local execution, right? Is both of you executed from your laptop only, right?
Yes, correct.
So, but how you differentiated these things? Local, suppose you have to run the script in locally, we have to pass the parameters like from the local environment, right?
Now this one. So this command is actually executing in my Microsoft command line, this local exec. So I have already AWS command line installed in my laptop, right?
Okay.
So this command will run. If you don't have AWS command line installed, then this will not run. So last time when we were discussing this provisioners, I have shown you once. Where was it storing? It was storing in my directory itself here, inventory file, right?
Okay.
But
Yeah.
this one, where was it running? These commands. Or these
Is
commands
remotely.
running in my laptop? No, it's running in remote, right? So your
Yeah.
laptop wants connection to the remote server. This is the connection. Local exec don't need connection
Okay.
because it is running inside the local laptop itself.
So suppose you have to run the remote executed, first you connect it to server.
Yeah.
After that, you run these commands.
Yes, that's what remote means, right? So
Yeah.
if you want to see something inside catalog, obviously you have to connect that first. So the same way here, Terraform needs connection, and after that it is running this. Okay.
Locally means you need to connect it. Just you run the command.
Yeah, that's what local means. If you want to open Internet Explorer, this one, do you need any username password again? No. Same way.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Shiva.
Okay. So in tomorrow, what we do? So I will just instead of plan, I will configure the same command, whatever I configured here. So this one, I will configure it inside Jenkins. Okay, but I'll take the version dynamically.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? Satish Kumar Chillapal.
Hi, Shiva. This is a basic question. Actually, what is the meaning for provisioning or provisioner?
Provisioning is nothing but creating.
New instance creating, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Provisioner means, well,
Provisioner is just a Terraform word, Terraform terminology.
Okay. Both are same only, then we can consider.
So provisioning is the general English word.
Okay.
Provisioner is a Terraform word.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? So these are VM deployments. So for any VM zero downtime deployments in the cloud, you can follow this process. But nowadays, if you are using cloud, mostly applications are containerized. So we can see this one, and then we can later move to the containerization process. If no questions, we can end the session. Have a nice day. See you in tomorrow session. Bye-bye. And one more thing, sorry, one more thing. So here, if I run this one, what is it? So if I run destroy command, just focus on this. If I run destroy command for my infrastructure, no, not this one. So first I need to destroy here. Terraform destroy auto approve. Okay, when I destroy this one, VPC firewalls, those will not be destroyed because you have that agent have this one. So agent is using the security group, right? What is it? The agent is using the security group. So your security group will not be deleted completely because this is using. So you can change the security and then save it. Okay. So now your agent don't have that connection. Then you can delete it successfully. Otherwise, you will get an error. It's used by some other instance, we cannot delete. So that's all. Have a nice day. Next, I will remove the infrastructure. So this is application. First, application infrastructure should be removed, right? It has some dependency. Have a nice day. See you in tomorrow's session. Bye-bye.